you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm John Price, and I was the managing director here from 1978 until I sold the business in 2006.
Yeah, I'm John Dixon. I was the previous owner before Chorley Group purchased what was 06, and I purchased it off John Price, who was the previous family owners since 1940s.
Oh, well, I mean, I'd have to go probably a bit up market and say the Vauxhall Senator.
Never heard of it.
The 3-litre 24 valve, it was an absolute beautiful car.
New or old, doesn't matter which.
Doesn't matter. Oh, let's say both. Let's go new and old.
The old was the old Vauxhall Forenza 4-carb, which was a rally car at one point, and then the modern vehicle was the Signum. The Signum wasn't produced for very long, and it was a 4-seater saloon luxury car, reclining rear seats, and had that just a little bit of extra luxury.
The most cars that we ever sold here were the more bread and butter types, the Corsas, the Novas, the Chevettes, the Vivas I can go back to in sort of 1970. We just sold hundreds and thousands of those. Well, my father acquired the business. He came back from the Second World War in 1947, and he'd been an engineer in the RAF. He wanted to get into a motor type repair business, and this business had been used during the war as, I think, a storage depot, and it was basically on this site, but it was a transport cafe, it was a filling station, and it had a very small repair business. And he purchased this in 1947 and started selling second-hand commercial vehicles and second-hand coaches. About 1952 or 3, he got the Vauxhall Bedford franchise, and he majored on selling Bedford trucks. This was predominantly a farming area. So the Vauxhall franchise followed on very soon after that, and it developed from a transport cafe and a filling station into a showroom, pretty much the showroom that we're sat in here today. And then he added a workshop on at the back, he put a body shop on at the side, and it just sort of expanded naturally over the years. I started in the business in 1966. My father got a phone call from the then managing director of Vauxhall's and said, we're starting a dealer sons course. And I was 16 and I went down to Luton. I did 3 years down there. I went through the apprentice workshop, through the production lines. I went out to dealerships. I took over from my father at the age of 28 in 1978 and ran the business. So I ran the business until 2006, and then an opportunity came for me to sell, and John Dixon was introduced to me by Vauxhall. A deal was formulated and I sold in March 2006.
The favourite memory of having a business, other than the people and the camaraderie and the team, I think the fact that we never missed a quarter's targets. I think that was a proud achievement for all of the team, and that was something that we were, as a team, we all took great pride, and we were all delighted with that we never missed a single target, whether it be sales or after sales, and I think that is just a great memory.
We had many happy memories, really. Some of the customers I still see that, we sold numerous car-twos, and I still see them today. And we've got lots of fond memories of delivering many, many cars and having a lot of happy customers. Ormskirk was only a small town, and we developed quite a large motor business through good, friendly, honest, decent service.
I think the team and the people that we've touched over the years, we've had a lot of people come through the doors, and they've started maybe as salesmen or as receptionists, and then we've brought them on and encouraged them and coached them and nurtured them into really, really good managers. Some that are still here, and some that have moved on to different things. But overall, that's probably a proud memory as well, a good memory.
I miss the everyday buzz and the discipline of actually coming into work every day. Retirement sounds great, but after a few years of inactivity, then you start to think, well, maybe I'd like to do something. So I miss that.
When I first sold it and then retired, because I stayed on for a little while with Chorley, and then backed out altogether. And then I found that very, very difficult. It was such a shock to the system because I was working so many hours a week and then always on the phone, always on, didn't matter whether it was holiday or whatever, I was always actually on it. I miss being the hub as such. It was great when people would always come to you and ask you questions, you could offer advice and what have you, and I miss the people greatly. But those are the main things, the people really, yeah.
I spent a lot of time in South Africa when I retired, and I had about 12 or 13 years commuting between here and South Africa. I'm a golfer, and we played a lot of golf over there in South Africa and made a lot of new friends. But we sold that property about 5 or 6 years ago, and I'm now doing a bit of casual work. Just for the discipline of actually doing something. You know, I deliver a few parcels for Royal Mail, and I deliver a couple of some prescriptions for a local brand of chemists on a Monday and Tuesday. So it just keeps me active and interested instead of vegetating and being a couch potato.
So we've moved from the area around here down to Suffolk. So we just renovated our property. We've joined the U3A, which is the University of the Third Age. I know I don't look old enough, but you know, which is just people who've retired recently and new interests and things that you might not have thought of doing. So we just joined that, and now the house is finished. We're going to go and do some travelling, I think.
Oh, nice. Whereabouts are you going to go?
Well, we've just been looking at a trip to go to Machu Picchu, is it called? Yeah, and then the Galapagos Islands and Chile and Honduras and sort of a big sort of like trip like that. So we're looking at that. But we have a house in Spain, so we'll be spending more time over there. So a bit of time really to relax and just to sort of enjoy the free time. It's great being time rich.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, so I'm Adam Turner, Managing Director of the Chorley Group, who now own the 06 Vauxhall business. So Chorley Group acquired the business in March 2021, so just coming up to 2 years now, which is great. We were really looking forward to getting the Vauxhall brand as part of the group. It's an iconic household name, I think, in Great Britain, so we were really pleased to be able to add it to our portfolio in a great location like Ormskirk. It's brilliant. We've had a great time. It's been challenging. Obviously, buying the business in COVID was really interesting for us all. But the team here are really good. Location's great. Customer base is brilliant, and the brand's in a really good place. Very exciting range. Lots of a brilliant electric product, and obviously the change from when the two Johns have had the business in the past over the years and to where we are now is absolutely phenomenal. But Vauxhall's still a mainstay in the British motor network. The future's really exciting for the Ormskirk business particularly. We've got a lot of future investment planned here. We believe in the town massively. We think Ormskirk's a great location. Some really nice areas around and within Ormskirk that we want to keep servicing and making sure that we're here for the customer base. So lots of exciting investment, more people, more employment and more opportunities for the area.